Well, good morning. Today is September the 24th. It's about 9 a.m. and we are in Custer State Park in South Dakota. It's about a 20-mile drive from our campground, and this is a park that is quite renowned as far as state parks are concerned. And we just spent a little time in the visitor center getting some information. And what we're going to do today is we're going to hike a couple trails, and we get to drive on what's called the Needles Highway. And I've seen some video of it, and it looks just absolutely beautiful. So we look forward to bringing you some beautiful scenery and a couple beautiful hikes. All right, we made it to our first hike. This is the Cathedral Spires Trail. Right here you see it. It's 2.3 miles, rated as difficult. It's got about a 500-foot vertical ascent, and it should take us a couple hours. So it's just beautiful here. We're looking forward to checking it out. Hey, we made it to the end of the trail. That was pretty short.
Yeah.
And really not that strenuous, but we kind of went past the end of the trail through a little narrow, I don't know what you want to call it. Opening of rocks. And we're standing up here looking down over into the valley in front of us. And I know from some of these trails here in Custer, you can see the backside of Mount Rushmore, and we might be looking at the backside of Mount Rushmore. I'll turn the camera around and show it to you. All right, here's a little opening I'm standing at, looking down into the valley. And there was a helicopter that flew over top of that flat mountain out there, so could be it. I don't know. Zoom in best I can. This is my iPhone. And that flat mountain out there, that may be the backside of Mount Rushmore. Again, if anybody knows, we're at the end of the Cathedral Spires Trail. Let us know in the comments. So I know you know what the eye of a needle looks like, but have you ever seen one this big? Check this out. Good morning. This is day 2 in Custer State Park. As you saw yesterday, we just hiked the one trail. We planned on maybe hiking a couple trails, but what we ended up doing instead was hike the one trail, and we drove into the city of Custer and went to a famous burger joint and had a awesome burger. I had just the standard beef burger. Leslie got a buffalo burger. So that was a fun day, but we're back in the park today, and this is September the 25th. It's about 10:50 in the morning, we slept in today. But today's a big day here at the park. One day out of the year, they do what they call the Buffalo Roundup, and that is today. They've got a herd here of about 1,400 buffalo. 1,300, I think, is what it is right now, but their target is to have about 1,400, so they're a little under what their target is. But today, they round up all the buffalo in the park, and they inoculate them. And this is a big, big event. I think they usually average between 12 and 14,000 people that come into the park to observe this. And we thought about doing it, but it's kind of a, I don't know if it's an all-day event, but it takes most of your day. They say probably about 6 to 8 hours to be able to get here early and watch the whole event. And then by the time you get out of the park, it may take about 6 to 8 hours. And we didn't want to give up that much of our day today. Maybe we'll regret it on down the road, but we decided we would do another hike. This is the Sunday Gulch Trail. This is kind of their marquee trail in the park. So we're up near Sylvan Lake, which is kind of on the west end of Custer State Park. It's a 4-mile hike, rated kind of between moderate and strenuous. And we are excited to check it out. So we're going to show you the scenery. It's supposed to be just beautiful. It's got some, I think, waterfalls on it.
Yeah.
So we're anxious to see it. Well, we've actually made it to where the Gulch Trail starts and the loop, and we're going to take it clockwise, which is this way. Heard a number of people on YouTube say that's the best way to go, and we just ran into some folks that said that's the best way to go. So we're getting ready to start. Well, we're 2.5 miles into the hike, and it's just been beautiful. We've been going downhill for a long time, so the climb outs should be fun. I think the climb out's pretty rocky, so that will be a good little challenge for us. Well, we've made it to a stream here. Come down here and take a quick look at it. So I'd say we're nearing the bottom, or the gulch as they say, and we're getting ready to make our way up that way. Wow, this part of the trail is spectacular. All these rocks and steps, tall walls on the sides, just beautiful. We are about 3.7 miles into the hike. This is what we just did, the Sunday Gulch Trail. We took the clockwise route, and then I think we're going to try to go around this way back over to where we parked at, somewhere over in here. I've got us at 3.95 miles right now. A lot of fun. Highly encourage you to hike this trail if you're ever in Custer State Park. Good morning. Boy, it's a windy one today. It's about 45 degrees and we're getting 25 to 35 mile per hour winds today with gusts up to 45. So this should be a interesting hike. Today we're hiking the Black Elk Peak, formerly known as Harney Peak. This is the tallest peak in South Dakota. Let's see here, 7,242 feet. Not only is it the tallest peak in South Dakota, it's also the tallest peak east of the Rocky Mountains. Not only is it that, it's the tallest peak east of the Rockies and west of the Pyrenees over in Europe. So we had to hike this with those types of statistics on this peak. It's about a 7.5 mile hike. I think the elevation gain's around 1,500 feet. It's only rated as moderate, and I think that's because it's a fairly gradual climb. So we're looking forward to it. Should be a wonderful experience. I failed to mention that we're going to take trail 4 right here up to the peak. Let's do that with just one stick. We're right here at Sylvan Lake, and we're going to take trail 4 up to the peak right there, and then we're going to come back trail 9. That's the most recommended way from the reviews we've read, so let's get started. All right, we're about a half a mile into our hike, and we've come to the Little Devil's Tower trailhead. Can't hardly say it, my mouth's frozen. So we're going to keep on rolling. I just heard a tour helicopter buzz by, but let's go. Yeah. Yep. Backside of Mount Rushmore. We're 3.5 miles in, and it's just right up ahead. So we are almost there. Just some upward climbing, and we've made it. Hear that wind? That wind is whipping.
It is. You won't be over good time. It's going to be too,
yeah.
Unless you get somewhere lower.
Yeah.
You have to stop the coffee again.
Huh?
You have to stop the coffee again.
Well, we made it. Took us about 2 hours to get up here. And again, this is the tallest peak in South Dakota and the tallest peak east of the Rocky Mountains and west of the Pyrenees. It's so windy up here and cold. I hope you can hear me okay. But so it's been a special day, a special event. And what makes it even more special is...
It's my birthday.
It's Leslie's birthday today. She turned 39.
Yep, and I'm staying 39 forever.
How about a kiss? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, well, we've had our snack, and before we get frostbite, we're going to start our way back down. What a cool day. On our way back to the parking lot, right across this, I'm sure that's Little Devil's Tower. We were on that trail on our way up to the peak. Isn't that beautiful?
Look at it over there, really blowing against that rock.
Getting some precipitation. It's like a snow almost.
It is. Look over there. Look at it. It's getting on my jacket. Flakes.
Yeah.
That's a big, tall peak way out there.
The mountaintop that we just came from. Can you see the little building up there? It's probably a little blurry, but that's where we came from. Well, we made it back to our starting point. Woohoo! Only took us an hour and 15 minutes to get back down. We were hoofing it. As you saw, we had some weather coming down, so we weren't sure if that was going to be rain or what. So we kind of hustled to make it down. What'd you think?
It was so beautiful. We were talking on the way down how Custer State Park has really been a pleasant surprise. It's beautiful.
Yeah. All right. We'll check in with you later. Good morning. We're back in Custer for the 4th time. We just love this place. And today we're going to drive the wildlife loop. I don't know how many miles the loop is, but it looks like a pretty good sized loop. And that's the area that they did the buffalo roundup a few days ago. So we're definitely crossing our fingers that we see some bison on that loop. We'd also love to see some other animals. I know they've got pronghorn here, they've got mule deer, elk, they've got bighorn sheep, and I think they've got mountain goats, and they have some burros that are in the wildlife loop area. They call them the begging burros, and those crazy things will come right up to your car and try to get some food from you if you'll feed them. So if we're really lucky, we'll see them. All right, 2 big old buffalo, or I guess technically bison. How cool. What do you think of those, Nala? What are those? Huh? Are those bison? Huh? Are those bison?
They're so big.
All right, we've got the begging burros. Woohoo! Here you go. Hi. Hi there. Hi there. How are you? Huh? How are you?
there's a baby over there. Can he have a turn? Can he have a turn? Can he have a turn?
That's a big one, man.
Right
there. Give me one.
That's a pretty one. You're pretty.
Like right beside me. Right there.
Aww.
Hi, little one. Hi there. Those burros are not native to Custer State Park. They were brought in years ago to take, was it people up to Black Elk Peak? And then they discontinued that service and they just kind of released them out into the wild. So these are descendants of the original group of burros that they brought here. One of the nation's largest state parks, just 15 miles from the city of Custer, South Dakota's premier state park comprises 71,000 acres. It's home to abundant adventure including camping, hiking, biking, swimming, fishing, or just relaxing. And then there's the wildlife. In fact, it was named as one of the world's top 10 wildlife destinations for the array of wildlife within the park's borders and for the unbelievable access visitors have to them. Custer State Park, our new favorite state park. You need to check it out. Take care, everybody. We'll be talking to you soon.